Make sure the YouTube sees me. And the YouTube sees me. Outstanding. Hey everybody, good evening, good weekend to you. It is Sunday. And I've got things to do. So I'll start off like I always do with kind of like what's been going on, what have I been doing lately, and kind of go from there. I'm going to work on Nemesis here a little bit. He's got a squeaky bearing, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that today. Hey Viking, how you doing, bud? So a lot has been happening. I've been getting a ton done lately, which has been absolutely fantastic just because I've had the time. So I've got the Varon V0.2 here. If you guys have been watching the channel, you saw I went ahead and did my serial request. I am still waiting for that. I only did that yesterday. I don't know if they do much on the weekends, but at least I did it. So I'm just waiting for that now to be adjudicated or whatever it is they call it. My goodness, there's a lot of people that did serial requests lately. Wow. Wow. Back to my page. But yeah, so that was cool. I'm happy to finish it. I've been printing on it some ABS parts, and this is the best ABS I've ever printed in my life. Like, I've already replaced a couple parts on here, especially these top corner parts. These are going to be white eventually. I'm just out of white. The quality on these, the overhangs are just so crisp and so nice. I am just very upset with myself that I did not do this earlier and like try to get this done to be able to print ABS, because it just works so well. It looks so good. So I did have to fight with the extruder a bit on it. Laymanam, how we doing? I had to fight with the extruder, so I ended up putting on a different spring with just an M3 bolt and not the not this guy here, like the BMG style one. I couldn't get it tight enough. It needs to be tighter to be able to grip the filament, and I wasn't able to do it with that. So getting that threaded and using an actual ball head, able to get that tight, and now it just is an absolute champ. So that's working out really well, and whatnot. I got the BMG BLV cube fixed. That is Bumblebee. Print like a champ. I just did a quick Varon cube on it, and I mean, it just spits it. Like, it does it so very well. Very, very happy with the print quality on this thing. And I printed that big chest right there. That is an upcoming project. I spent the last week painting it. So segue from the Bumblebee to that. I spent the last week airbrushing, painting, adding highlights, weathering, clear coating, testing, sanding, all the above. I just finished it. I just finished the video today. Excellent. That will be out in the next few weeks. I'm going to try to do some editing here the next few evenings, so that since I won't be live streaming over the next couple weeks, I'll have some videos to come out for you. There'll be some, I've got some printer reviews. I have that project. I have resin review, a filament review. I have 4 or 5 videos that I'll be scheduled to come out. Oh, and I finished as you see, there's no laser cutter here anymore. The laser cutter is gone because I finished the video on that. I did that actually last weekend, but I have not edited it yet. No, I did edit. I'm sorry. I filmed it, edited it, uploaded it. I need to do a thumbnail and get that published. So that will be the first one to come out. That'll probably be out early next week. Marion, sorry if I butchered that name. Caverns, last name, or Craverns, that's much easier to pronounce. I am using the Wicked or Twisted, what's it called? Wicked Colors. So I'm using a bunch of these. I got a pack of them, and then I'd bought in a few other ones. I have this aluminum, and then I have this like pearlescent copper from Cratex, which all work really well. That's what I've been using. I don't know any other ones to use. Actually, my airbrush did come with a little pack of them, but I haven't used them yet. But yeah, they've been working really well. I'm happy with it. So that'll be a great video. That's actually the thumbnail for this video. So definitely we'll need to look out for that, because I don't show the process because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to try to figure this out. And that's what I did. I just documented the process of me trying to figure it out. So I'm just trying to adjust my volume here a little bit. I think I'm a little bit too loud on this computer. Anyways, so yeah, that was a super fun project. I think it came out great. A print came out great. You can see the layer lines, but I'm okay with that. I wasn't trying to make it look like it's not 3D printed. This isn't a prop. I wanted to test myself and learn how to airbrush a 3D printed thing, and that's what I did. I also have been doing, you see I moved my paint setup to here to get it off the desk so I could do some more work there. I had another table, brought that in, got that all set up. Because as you see, I have all the resin stuff here. So I just finished a resin review, and the stuff printed absolutely great. I mean, on my old printers, I have both the original Mars, and over here on the shelf is my Photon. I use the Photon for that. And I was printing with the Mars with some old Anycubic resin I have right there. But I made a ton of things. And here's a bunch of D&D dice that just finished up and look wonderful. So I'm going to try my hand at painting these and see how it goes. I'm going to try to get them all coated, and then I'm going to try to just highlight and kiss the edges just to make the numbers pop. We'll see if that works. But this is going to be one of my projects for this week. I actually have a ton of things printed in resin here, whole bunch of things, rodents of unusual size, different monsters. Here's this big worm guy. So I need to clean all the supports off all these guys. That'll take me probably a good half an hour to clean them all off. I'm going to sand the bases flat, and then I'm only going to paint some of them. I'm going to try painting some, and I have a few here on top. I've got a dragon, a chest, and another worm. This dragon came out pretty sweet. I might print another one of these guys just in case I screw it up. But I've already primed them, and I'm going to try to paint them with the airbrush and see how it goes. I have no idea because, again, I don't know what I'm doing. But we're going to mix up some colors, try to get a decent, like, kind of like a dark brown, kind of like I'd use this. But I'm going to do black and brown together, try to get like a dark brown to paint him. But I'm going to get some reference material, look on like DeviantArt or something like that, and see how it is. But my brother asked for some boss level monsters. So I have a few done, and I just dropped an X-Acto knife. I just saw a thing on here to flick off. He wanted some boss level monsters, so that's what I am making for him. And my nephews. He plays D&D. He's teaching his two boys, my nephews, how to play D&D. So I'm gonna probably do some base coats on that tonight, maybe after the stream, and see how that goes. All right, thank you. That was printed on the Mars. So old printer, still works great. Can't really go wrong with it. What else did I do? So I painted that. We've got the resin out. I've been doing airbrushing. The cameras are both out because I've been filming a ton of stuff. I actually have transfers. It just finished, so let me switch SD cards. I am just bulk recording things. Like the last two videos have me in the same shirt because I didn't feel like dirtying another shirt. So I want to just make sure that I have everything. That's for the Tina 2. So I will move these over onto my mirror drives. But yeah, so I'm just getting all the footage together, and then I can just edit and try to knock out maybe a video a night or two, depending on how I'm feeling. Depends on how work and how tired I get from being home from work time. What else was there done? I think that's been the bulk of it. The bulk of it has been the painting of that guy. That is, I've spent several evenings. Took me probably about a good 3 or 4 days of painting and just working on it. I just printed a new key because I printed the keys that came with it, and then I sanded them down, painted them, clear coated it, did a dirty wash on it, clear coated it again, and it's just too tight. Where I have just a printed key in gold. This is the JO Gold Silk Filament, which I literally just did a review on. So I just filmed before I went live. And this prints in 2 parts, if I can get it separated. I didn't glue this yet, did I? I don't think I glued it. There it goes. So it prints in 2 parts like that and just sticks together. But it just gets too tight in there, even with me making it smaller. So I'm going to just dirty wash this, see how it turns out, dirty wash it, and then clear coat it, and not go any further than that. I think that will give me still enough clearances and tolerances to be able to use it in the chest easily enough, but we'll see how that ends up going. But yeah, so that's been really my past week. Again, getting the V0 completed and getting the stuff filmed and the serial request edited and uploaded. That has been a big, I really wanted to get that done because then the next video, which I would love to film this week, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do it though. I just noticed that's the wrong corner bracket that I put on this front part here. It's supposed to be none of these. It's supposed to be this one here. Interesting. Different corner brackets are different parts of the printer. I just noticed that right now. I'm going to put this actually right here so I can try to remember that. I would love to film my review of this printer before I leave. Don't know if that's going to be able to happen, but I'm going to try real hard to get these other videos edited and uploaded so that I can schedule them while I am on vacation. But again, we will see how that ends up going. And again, the thing to fix tonight is a idler bearing here for Nemesis. This is my Bear 2.0 printer, and the idler here is just screechy, screechy, screechy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. My mic is not picking it up really. Anyways, it's super screechy, so I've got a new one here. We're gonna open this up real quick. It's so easy to get to the bearing here because it has its own housing. So I just have to loosen 2 screws and then I can pull it out. Like that. And there it is. Now we just have to push out the thing, which is probably easier said than done. Oh, there it is. I need those pliers to pull that out. Oh, they're not there. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. Ooh. A little bit of discoloration in there, but nothing too much. Brand new bearing in. We push this guy back in. Why is that gouged out there? I wonder if that's heat. This is printed in Atomic's carbon fiber PETG. So a filament that I greatly enjoy printing with. Because it just looks so doggone good. I was turned on to this by Chris, what's his name? Chris Warkaki, that's his name. He's the one that used this filament so much, and I really wanted to try it out because he talks so highly of it. Oh, the squeak is gone. There we go. Airbrushing has been getting fun, Viking. Again, I honestly really don't know what I'm doing with it. I am just 100% experimenting to see what works, and I've been enjoying it so far. So let's make that just a smidge tighter. That's so much better. Now I do have some squeaky bearings here. I might just lube the rail a little bit and try to get those a little bit. I don't want to disassemble it to do the bearings because that's just, I mean, what brush did you get? So I have the, what is it? It's like the kit on Amazon. Let me look it up real quick because I honestly don't remember what I got. Amazon. I bought it, what, 2-3 years ago? Because I wanted to learn more then. Airbrush. Is it 2 words? Airbrush. Oh, I have to spell brush correctly. So here it is. So this is what I bought in 2020 and 2019. So yeah, so I picked up this guy. Oh wow, I have this thing for 5 years. Wow. Yeah, so I bought this kit, 140 bucks. I don't know what I paid for it back then. But yeah, so it comes with these 3 airbrushes. This one right here sucks. I cannot get it to work well. I'm using mostly this one with the cup on it. That's most of the time what I use. I haven't used any of the colors that came with it, honestly. And I haven't really used any of the cleaners with it. But then I bought this here for emptying, which works out great. I don't use any of the cleaners or anything, but I just use this to empty my airbrush when I'm switching colors. Here's the color combo kit that I got. I swear it wasn't $100. Maybe it was back then. I don't know. I bought this a while ago. I needed some colors. I still have them all. I would like to get a few others. Like I don't really have a good green. And I don't have like a gray. I made the gray with just white and black together, which worked, but I wouldn't mind getting like a better gray. And then I bought, again, I've got that pearlescent. I have the aluminum, and then, oh yeah, this cleaner. I use this cleaner a lot. I need to order another bottle of this, actually. This works out really well. With mine, it keeps drying too quickly, and then you get a clog. Oh, so yeah, I haven't really gotten many clogs. I use inside here. This came with, right there in the middle, it's this guy next to the orange. That is a thinner, and I've been using that with some of them to make them a little bit thinner. And that's worked out well for me. I turned down the PSI. Yeah, so I run mine at, I think it recommends 35 PSI. So like my first spurt, it's like actually like 40, but my the little thing can maintain 35 pretty well. And that's what's recommended for most of the things that I've bought. But that's all the airbrush stuff that I've bought. Excuse me. And it just really works. But yeah, I'm going to keep that cleaner open because I've been using it so much. I am at about halfway of that bottle. So I'm going to get another bottle or 2 of this and bring it back with me. Because how many ounces is it? 16 ounces? I guess I can order it. Anyways, I need to get some more of this because I've definitely been using it. Yeah, I mean, you can ask me in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you should be there. But I made a artsy fartsy channel. So for, I I made it for painting and things like that to post. If anybody does any type of painting of their models that's not cosplay, you can post in there. And then I'm covered in black paint because when I had the box over here, my paint booth, as I was doing things, and this morning I was working on stuff in there, and I was doing a dirty wash. So I've got some of the little cups from like the bathroom with just water and black acrylic paint. I bought a whole big tube, excuse me, of black acrylic paint, and I do that for the dark washing and like for the weathering. And I hit the brush, and it hit the floor and splattered everywhere. And I've got my tiles in here that help with noise and helps with me standing so much because I don't sit in here. I only do standing. Because that definitely helps with my feet and things like that. But yeah, I hit that, so I had to like quickly like dab it all up. Looks like I killed something that had black blood. I got most of it up, but it went onto a gray tile, and it definitely looks like I killed something with black blood. So it happens. No matter how careful you can be, you can still, make mistakes and get stuff everywhere. I tried real hard though. All right, we're gonna try to see if I can just get a little bit of grease into these. I will probably need to disassemble this one day and re-lube these, but golly, is that a pain in the butt? I can tell you. I mean, on the Bear, it's not too bad because the way the Z-rods are, there's just take out 2 screws and you can pull them out easy. You don't have to take off the entire bracket, the Z bracket, but this is not the way to really lube your bearings. It definitely helps a little bit. Like I said, I need to take these off at some point. Maybe whenever I come back from vacation, I'm super jet lagged and I'm awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, I will go live and work on this. Still a little bit squeaky in there. Take off most of the excess. Yeah, that's good enough. At least for now. Ever since I got the hot end fixed, I've been printing more with it. I did have to crank down the idler tension screw a little bit on it. Yeah, stuff happens. I get it. It's just just like so angry. I was like, why did that have to happen? Let's get this put back up in here where it belongs. And we'll print more with it later. I'm trying to think if I had anything else I needed to really fix. I need to 3D print a new funnel for resin. That's what I need to do. So I need to get on to printables. And I had one. I don't know why I got rid of it. But I need I had one that like fit just onto the bottle really well. Is it this one here? And it was nice and tall. I might have actually, did I make that in Fusion? This would be a while ago. Let's see if I can search it. Hot dog, I do have it. And I remember making this because the one that I found online it wasn't deep enough. So like my filters didn't really fit well in there. So I had remade it, and I made this back in 2019. Yeah, you can see where I extended the mod. It ended there, but I made it taller. And yeah, so now we can just save this as a mesh. And then I can go ahead and 3D print it. Updated Prusa Slicer to 2.6.0. I don't know if any of you guys have. Yeah, you're bigger than what that can print. So let's switch to the, can the Voron print it? I can print it. He can print it. She can print it. Definitely want to do, we can do some paint on supports. Just here. What are you printing with now? You've evolved past Prusa Slicer. It's still my favorite. Don't tell me it's Idea Maker or some crap like that, because okra? What's okra slicer? Okay, good. There's none in the gap there. Orca. Oh, orca, not okra. Sorry. It's a fork of bamboo slicer. Interesting. Okay. Actually, I have an extra face in there. Now that I look at it, this. See if we can find it. Right there. Can I delete that face? Never got comfortable with Prusa Slicer. I've gotten comfortable with it because I use it for everything now. I mean, all of my printers are on it, except for the Tina 2. It requires its own slicer. I can't get to be able to print to upload from Prusa Slicer to it. That's been a wee bit of a pain for me. And well, one of these things failed, one worked. Cool. Let's try to print that one again. I really like, I mean, not everybody has to like everything, which is fine. It aired out. It doesn't like me trying to delete that face. This is WeBuilder. I mean, and it's definitely not great. Definitely not great at all. How do I center an object here? Center object, there we go. We could slice, and then Wi-Fi, upload. And it goes printing. I mean, it does pretty quick, but it's not a great slicer. All right, it would not take out that face. So I wonder if I can chamfer it. Can't see it. It's fine. I don't really care. I don't care that much. But I do want to do it. I want to do PETG. So we need to go to Harley. Reconnect to Harley here. Reconnect. Screwed up Cura 5.3. Is this even, do I have this on? Oh, you got to turn the printer on first. That why it won't work. Give it a second now. Never went back to Idea Maker. So have you've converted all of your printers over to Orca? Because that would take a hard minute, unless there's some way that it will ingest a Prusa slicer config file, because that's the hardest thing about switching slicers, is getting the new one to have all the settings and all the time you've put into the old one to get your printer set up and dialed in. Cured ID Maker back in 2018. Yeah, you've been using it for a while, because I gave it a shot, but it was not, did not work well for me. All right, let's preheat the PLA. So I need to create a new filament here. So we're going to do 235 and 230. The bed. Oh, good gravy. That's annoying. I need to replace the fan in here on the hot end. It's a super cheap fan. I ordered new ones. This is ETG. We're going to change the color to be that color. Cool. Okay. Save it. Okay. Slice again. I haven't printed PETG with this printer yet. I don't know if you guys can hear that fan, but whoops, yeeted that part. That fan needs replaced so bad. Built-in tab with fluid main cell octoprint. Oh, that's pretty cool. I use fluid on all my printers. I need to cut this. I want to try other filaments. I've tried ABS on it. I've tried PLA on it. PLA comes out just fine. ABS prints very, very well with it, honestly. I've never tried. We actually had this discussion, I think last weekend's stream. You know, someone was asking me why I don't use mainsail, and I said because I've never tried it. I mean, there's so many flavors of everything out there these days. It's honestly a little bit hard to try everything. Get that there. Piece of filament out. That. Close that. Yeah, some people have only used mainsail, some people have only used fluid, some people have tried both and have found one better than the other. Personally, if I was going to try it, I would have had to do it a long time ago. Honestly, just to... oh, I need to switch to this one. Now we can upload and print. Ah, you started using mainsail because it was pre-installed. I understand. Totally get that too. But now you've got printers coming with Clipper pre-installed, but they're using their own UI, right? Like, who is it? If is it FL Sun with their Delta printer? It comes pre-installed, but I don't know what UI they're using for it. Can't remember what they're using, but there's more printers coming out using Clipper, which I think is great for like, oh, that's the V400. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my phone there. But yeah, I remember someone talking about it because they also they didn't ask permission to use an open source thing, and they're not donating it all to them because they run off of donations. Crowdy K1 comes with a rebranded fluid or mainsail, I think. I think that was what Clipper version is a heavily edited version. Okay. I think that's what Tom just did a video about with open source and how companies are now what move out of range? What's the move out of range? What do you mean it moves out of range? Okay, let's try this again. Slice now. Make sure it's all good. Yep, that's good. Okay, let's try this again. Upload and print. What was I saying? So Tom did a video about the issues with open source right now, where you have companies that are big companies that are using somebody else's code to create theirs, and they're not donating to the project. They're not giving back. They're not saying, hey, Clipper creator and Fluid creator, we're going to use your stuff to make our printer. Here's $10,000. Like, to help fund your, because of our investment into your company, they're not investing in anybody, which is super annoying that they're not doing that. Like, if you're going to use someone else's code and things, or base yours off of it, I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe you should be giving back a little bit to them. Because wasn't it Crowdy also did when they did their their Raspberry Pi Octoprint basically was based off of Octoprint, and they didn't give anything to Octoprint even though their code was based off of it, which I thought that to be pretty jerky, you know, and it really is, honestly. And then there was another video that Linus did the other day. So Linus Tech Tips is pretty much the biggest tech YouTuber out there. His video was about everyone complains to him as the YouTuber to yell at the companies because they do shady things. Why aren't you doing more, blah, blah, blah. Yet people keep buying from these companies. It's the same thing with Crowdy and all of them, is they have shady business practices. So they are, you know, stealing from people or not giving attribution. Remember what happened, was that 2 years ago? The whole big scandal, they were using models from people who had non-commercial licenses for their models, but they were using them commercially either in their imagery or they were using it as a file on the printer to actually print when you get it. They resolved some of that. And then before that, they took people's STLs for fixes that they did for their printers, like the strain relief, and they called it their own until there was a humongous community backlash, and they then accredited the person. I think he's actually getting a royalty now, which was unheard of that someone actually did that, or that a company would be willing to do that, but they did. Good for them. But again, they go back to now using Clipper, Mainsail, Fluid, Octoprint, any of these free and open source things without giving back to it. They've been using Marlin for years and not actually donating to Marlin to help them fund it. The cloud drama, that was it, yeah. And it just, you know, it's hard to really want to support those companies. But again, the few, dozen, if not few hundred people that care about that aren't the ones that are going to tip the scales against them. It is the thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that are still buying Ender 3s that are fueling the beast for Crowdy to continue their way down that path. And until someone stops buying from them, because that's how they get their power. That's how they have their power, is because people are willing to pay for the product. Crowdy's the biggest when it comes to use first and ask forgiveness later. Oh, 100%. But again, Bamboo's not any better, honestly. Did Bamboo, who based their slicer off of Prusa Slicer, give anything to Prusa? Not that he asked for anything, but like when they built their printer based off of Clipper, did they give a donation to Clipper at all? No. Has FL Sun given anything to Clipper or Mainsail? No. Like, I don't know. It's great that people are working on these. I mean, I still donate to Fluid and to Clipper and things like that. No, I don't do Clipper. I do Fluid still, though. I should probably do Clipper soon. Even a couple bucks. I mean, a couple bucks a month. What's it going to hurt? Nothing. I mean, it doesn't hurt me at all to give them a couple dollars. I use their stuff all the time. So the least I could do is give back to them and help them create a better product. I mean, the Volron team goes strictly off of, I think, affiliate links is how they kind of fund their different projects and help buy the parts for them to work on things. That's how Volron team does it. But they're not like, that's a group of people though doing Volron group. Well, I guess there's multiple people doing Fluid now, multiple people doing Clipper still. Octoprint, I think, is still that one lady, I think. But anyways, it's just, I wish companies would do better. And it's really, again, as someone who knows, I know who to support and who not to support. But again, I don't really support anybody because I build my own, mostly I'm building my own printers now, or they're sending me something to review. But I mean, if Crowdy wants to send me something else, they haven't ever since the Ender 5 or 7 or whatever that piece of crap was, the Ender 7. If they want to send me something else, they can send it, but I'm 100% going to call them out in that video. Definitely not going to go quietly into the night with it, because it's like my moral obligation to say something, because I know, and for the few hundred people that watch my videos, the least I could do is help make them aware of what that company is doing. Now again, will Crowdy send me anything ever again? Probably not. I'm not one of the people that speak highly about it. Heck, I rave about my Prusa. Do you think I'll ever get a Prusa from them? Nope. I love that machine. It is so excellent. I use that thing daily, and I will never see a free printer from Prusa, ever. Some of the prints that came off some of these other little printers, pretty doggone nice, I have to say. Does a pretty good job. Oh man. So this guy's going. Can't wait for the new fans. New fans won't be here before I leave, but they'll be when I get back. So I get back from vacation, I'll be putting both a new part cooling, 2 part cooling fans in here, 2 new ones, and a new hot end fan. The new part cooling fans will cool better. And then I'm probably going to replace the front cowl on this because apparently there's a new revision that just came out recently that increases the airflow in it. And I don't think that's the version that I printed. And I need to check that out. Llama, what's up, dude? Long time no see, buddy. I guess everybody tuning in is not, oh, I guess Murph's over now, right? That was this weekend? I know a lot of people had done live streams yesterday, so I didn't live stream yesterday because I figured everyone would be watching all the Murph coverage. Which I probably should go and look and see if there's anything interesting. I haven't looked at any of it yet. So we'll see. Is there anything else I need to work on tonight? I need this funnel so that I can drain that printer because I'm throwing the other funnel away because it's just not working well for me. And I can't remember why I got rid of the other one. I thought I still had it, but I went through my bin here. This is all of my resin stuff in one bin, and I got the filters, but I don't have that. I don't have that funnel anymore. This stuff's almost gone. This is the Nova resin that I'm reviewing. I've used almost the whole bottle on minis, which is pretty cool. I need to put on gloves to separate some of these, man. So would I possibly build a Volron 2.4? Maybe eventually. So this V0.2 was funded through all AliExpress affiliate money that I made. Excuse me. I waited a long time. So I should check it now. Why not? I waited a long time, got like the $300 and some saved up, and then I bought this. And so I would wait for the same thing. So if I was to get $1,000 on there, then I would definitely do that. So let's go to payments. Account balance. What's my account balance on there? Doesn't tell me what my balance is. $185. I have $185 in affiliate link earnings through AliExpress. So if I would get to 1,000, then 100% I will buy a Volron 2.4 and build it. 100%. So maybe with the video series of this and the review, maybe I'll be able to generate that much revenue through their affiliate linkage and then I'll be able to buy one. Oh, you just saw the races from the Murph. Was it? Were they doing the spool racer race, or they also do something else? I thought I saw they were going to do the open. Was it the open RC race as well? I would love to make an open RC boat though. The car requires too many parts and too much stuff. I think I would love to make an RC boat. Because there's a lot of lakes here where I live, and I think it'd be really fun to take an open RC boat out and do that. Maybe I should see if I could buy a battery when I'm back home. Oh yeah, I saw Jason from LDO was there. I did see him. I'm not on Twitter very much. I try really hard to stay off of social media because I get sucked in, like, especially in the morning on the weekends, like without the kids here, like I could lay in bed for an hour or two and just scroll Instagram because I don't have to get out of bed. Like, I really actively try to stay away from social media. They did the death races and the drag races. I'll have to look it up and see if I can find. Maybe I'll look at that one of these evenings while I'm removing all the support off of these guys, because just trying to do this one, they're on there pretty good. Oh man. Yeah, this one has a lot. I put on some extra supports on some of these, and oh my goodness. I'm definitely gonna have to cut some of them off. Some of them aren't too bad, but some of them have a lot of support on them because I was afraid that the dice would get too light and I wouldn't be able to. So here's when I dropped that paint, okay? The splatter on my trash can here. It was absolutely brutal. I was so mad when I did it. I was like, oh, it got everywhere. But I got it off of the wood floor. That was the big thing. I didn't want to stain the wood floor. But yeah, so this little dice, pretty cool. I think maybe on the face that had the support, just a quick sand, like 400 grit or something like that. Yeah. It should be fun. Here's the D20 die. If I can pop this one off. Saving for a 2.4 kit might go with the Cyborg kit. So I have my V0.2 is a FISEC kit because the Cyborg kit was cheaper, but their shipping was insane. Oh, this one failed. I'll have to do these later. Can't pay enough attention to that. Yeah, the Cyborg kits, they seem nice, but the shipping is the killer on a lot of those because like, oh, it's only like the V0 you can get for like $240 from them, but it's $180 or $200 for shipping, which is just absolutely asinine. Like, let's be clear here. But FISEC has a US warehouse. The kit is cheaper than Cyborg, and they have coupons. So I even put I got the little badge on the front door here for it now. I'm just really hoping to get my cereal in the next couple days because I would like to print the tag for it. I'm also really curious how many V0.2s there are. So 583 is what it looks like per their Discord. Yeah, 583, excuse me, is what they're up to. So It'd be fun to have close to 3K now. Oh, that's, well, going off the disc, off of the thing, there's not that many. Going off of the Reddit, what I should say. Legacy, there's only been 70 completed since mine. I have number 70. They're up to 77 of that one. Oh, Vulnerable Registry Part 4. 771 for the V0. Yeah, looking here at the, again, I'm looking here at the Reddit. So, scroll down. So, Switchwire, Vulnerable Registry Part 4, all the way to the bottom. 771. End of line, end of line. That's it. That's how many there are that are registered. Look at this. There's a tape dispenser contest on printables right now. Love me a good tape dispenser. Yours is 2600 something. Maybe the Reddit is out of date then. I'm not sure, but I'm just going off of what Reddit says. Very well could be that they're not up to date. But that's the official list is on there. This thing's laying down PEDG, okay. Let's get my card here. We'll find out once mine gets registered then, I guess. I'm now very curious on what it is. Because I don't think they have anything in 2692. They got my serial 2 months ago. I don't know what to tell you. Apparently they need to update it. Or it could be because they're on a different, could be because they're on a different Reddit, I guess, because the main Voron Reddit is closed. So they have this other one set up. What's it called? Voron Core XY. I don't know. But I'll be excited nonetheless to get one. Because I guess they continue the numbering from the V0.1 to the V0.2. I don't think they differentiate between the two of them. How's that print doing down there? Still going. The Discord bot has it correctly. Well, they don't. Do they do serial requests on the Discord? I thought they only did them on Reddit. Oh, 0.2 R1. Yes, that's what it is. Forgot about that. No, it's still Reddit. Looks like. Such a big Discord. My goodness. Such a big Discord. Yes, correct. I know I give it in the info because, again, I have my one serial request. I didn't know if they were changing anything due to the Reddit thing, but they're continuing the use of Reddit, just not for the discussion, just for serial requests. I wonder what's going to happen with Reddit, man. It's crazy over there right now. I wonder what's going to happen with them. Are they going to continue down the path of destruction, or are they going to, give in to the people? Who knows? All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it there for the night. I will not be live streaming next weekend. I will not be live streaming through the month of July because I will be on vacation. So towards the end of July is when I come back. I will have videos posting starting this week. Excuse me, going through the end of July, maybe even to August. Depends how many I ended up filming and editing because I don't really remember right now. I've just been trying to get them all filmed and taken care of. But yeah, so I will see you all probably the first week of August back live again. And hope you guys enjoy the videos that are coming out soon. And we will see you guys then. Hope you all have a good summer. Have a good July. Happy 4th to all my American friends. I will be home for the 4th of July, which will be fantastic. I cannot wait for that. So hope everybody has a good night. Have a good rest of your weekend wherever you are. Happy printing. I'll see you guys next time.